Welcome to Cooking Gone Wild, Field to Table. I'm your host, Michelle Kane, and today we'll be ice fishing at Trine State Recreation area.
Thank you.
It's going to be really nice and fresh, so I'm excited. I am sitting here today with Neil Leday, who is our District 2 fisheries biologist. Neil, what do fish do in the wintertime? Are they less active? Are they eating less? Let's just go into a little bit of the basic stuff.
If you think about what's happening in these cold water situations, the metabolism of these fish are going way down. They're feeding enough just to kind of maintain their energy, but they're not really feeding enough to put fat on like they would during the fall months.
As far as being in the season, it seems like maybe we're a little more in the middle, moving towards the end.
Yeah, it is. For right now in this period, yeah, we're really in the middle of this ice fishing season. And it doesn't mean you can't catch fish. It just means that sometimes the fish get a little more finicky. Guys are having to downsize the type of baits that they're using. It just becomes a little different ball game as far as fishing goes. And you just have to adjust with the conditions and what the fish are telling you that they want.
Right, listen to the fish.
If you can, yeah.
Now we're going to talk a bit about equipment, and I am standing here with Ted Bowman, who is the property manager of both Pokagon and Trine State Recreation area. Let's start with, what's the bare minimum that you need to just get out there today and go ice fishing?
Well, bare minimum would actually, you first have to start with your equipment. You'll want an ice auger to cut a hole in the ice. If you're lucky enough and you don't want to invest in this, if you go out on a day, like on a Monday morning after a big weekend of people seeing ice fish, and it's not too cold, you can kick open a bunch of holes. You want at least 4 inches of ice to get out on safely and stand on. I'm a big person, and as someone who's actually fallen through the ice, I prefer to be on top of it when I'm fishing. So
absolutely.
The next thing is a pole, and ice fishing poles come in various shapes and sizes, but the bottom line is all you need a pole is with a little reel. If you've never done it before, get a bobber. They have ice fishing bobbers, and then a hook.
What kind of bait do we need to use to get out there and get started ice fishing?
In this area, there are no regulations except for here at the State Recreation area.
Okay.
You can't have bait based in water here.
Okay, so no fish, no leeches, no crawdads, anything like that. So basically worms.
No mayfly larvae even. Anything that's water-based. So what we have is maggots. So we have various types. We have mousies, spikes, and waxworms. And
it looks like you also have some different jigs and lures and things in here.
I do. There's a wide variety. The original baits were lead-based. They're in different colors, and everybody has their favorite color. In the last 5 years, they've gone to tungsten steel, which is a heavier lure. So you basically have the same size lure, but it's heavy.
Okay. So
the issue of trying to get your bait down in the water on a windy day, or if you're fishing 20 feet down, has now been simplified.
Oh yeah, huge difference
it's substantial on the ice, and it actually helps. It goes into your presentation to the fish.
We've talked a bit about baits and lures, and I see there's some different rods here. Can we talk a little bit about the differences between this versus the basic one that we're talking about?
Absolutely. And rods, when I first started, and I had this pole, and I had this pole for years, and then I went out and bought more like it. And then, you're out on the ice, you're meeting new people, and you're learning new techniques. So I've gotten into this really sensitive fishing, where it's just a noodle rod. So I have no bobber I'm really looking at. I'm just looking at the tip of my pole the whole time. And sometimes when the fish bites, it'll pull down. It's just like when you're in the boat in the summertime, it'll pull down.
Right.
Other times when the fish bites, you'll see the line, there won't be any slack. You'll have slack in your line. It means the fish is coming up. So it's just, you're learning a different technique.
Well, I guess we need to drill some holes here.
Neil's over here with the gas auger. I've got the hand auger, and The gas auger with the thickness of the ice is the ideal thing to use.
Yeah.
We peppered the area with holes. Now, you got to kind of think about if you were in a boat. The last thing you want to do is, okay, the fish have now moved. Now I'm going to go drill a hole looking for them. You put some pressure on this, and all you do is turn this baby.
Okay. You make it look easy, but... I think Neil's got the right idea over there.
Only another 8 inches to go.
Holy cow. Oh, I'm stuck. Sorry. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm a little stuck in there.
All right.
You're right about at the end.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
Look at that.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to throw 2 mousies on.
Okay.
And the mousie larvae has this little tail, and that's why they give it the name mousie. So I've got my long pole, and you'll notice the reel is just like a reel on a regular rod.
Yep.
And I've got the tungsten steel bait,
Okay.
which is heavier, but the same comparative in size to what I threw down before.
So this is pretty cool little thing you got here. It's on a sled, blocking all the wind. My own little ice fishing house. I like it. Maybe this is why I never ice fished before. I didn't have a nice little fancy shanty. It's always the thing about fishing. It's the quiet. And the cold. It's a little cold, I'm not gonna lie. Yep. So I believe we were calling this, what, the Swedish pimple? Is that it? And
Hey, I got a fish on again.
do you hear that? He's got a fish on. Darn you.
One of the things with the Vexors, they get caught in it. Just a little bluegill. Hey, Michelle.
Yeah.
The fish just
I got
kind of
it.
follow me.
You just got another bluegill.
Are you kidding me right now?
No,
Okay. There we go. Okay.
there's a big school of them down here.
Well, you know, the wind. There's always a reason, right? Oh! Ooh, ha ha ha! I got me a fish! Yay! Ha ha!
Hey,
Bluegill.
Michelle, I caught another one too.
Nice! Alright, Neil, looks like you need to head down this way. Okay, I'm gonna sit him right over there.
I got another one, Michelle.
If it's big enough to eat, keep it.
I'm keeping them all.
All right. I gotta fillet those fish later. So it's already been more productive than steelhead fishing. Yeah, per pound, not so
I got
much.
another one, Michelle.
Holy cannoli! I just got my bait back in. Slow your roll. It's cold out here, but it's been a good day ice fishing, so I want to thank both Neil and Ted for taking me out. It's been a good day. We've caught some fish, and if you get a chance to go out ice fishing, we really highly recommend you take someone with you, teach them a new skill, and hopefully they have a good time too. It's really cold out here, so I'm ready to go inside, warm up, clean, and cook these fish. We managed to catch 15 bluegill on Lake Gentian in just a few short hours. I've already filleted the fish using a basic fish filleting technique. If you don't know how to do that, you can check out the video at the link below. So today we are going to be making a crispy bluegill and a red curry sauce. The first thing you're going to do is cook your rice. So we have jasmine rice, coconut milk, water, fish sauce, and turmeric. And all you're going to do is take this on over to the stove and get it started. We have our coconut milk and water in here brought to a boil for our rice. Now we're going to add our fish sauce, turmeric, Stir it around. Go ahead and add the rice and let that cook for about 15 minutes covered. We have our bluegill fillets here, and as you can see, they're really thin. So we are going to go ahead and bread it. This is just flour with some seasoned salt. Your next step is an egg wash, so it's egg and milk. And then the panko breadcrumbs. Make sure it's coated real evenly. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So I'm going to go ahead and bread the rest of these, and then we're going to take them over and fry them up. As your rice is cooking, we are going to go ahead and cook up the bluegill. So I have some grapeseed oil here that's on medium-high heat. And really we just need to cook this until it's crispy because it's going to cook the rest of the way in the curry. So 1 to 2 minutes on each side. Once the fish are nice and golden brown, we're going to take them out of the pan and make our curry. We're going to add in about half of our coconut milk. Stir it around. See, it gets nice and frothy, and that's exactly what we want. Just keep stirring that. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the coconut milk. Stir that in. I'm going to add in our water. Just keep stirring as you go. Red curry paste. Fish sauce. And the brown sugar. Once everything is incorporated, you're just going to let this simmer and kind of reduce down for about 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll add in our fish. Our curry sauce has reduced down, so we're going to add in the fish and let it cook for another 5 minutes, and then we're ready to go. Here is our crispy bluegill in a red curry sauce, and we just garnished with a little bit of green onion and some cilantro. I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. It's really good. The curry gives it a lot of spice and flavor without a lot of heat. If you wanted to add a little more heat, you could put some cayenne pepper or some crushed red pepper, but if you don't, it's perfect just the way it is. For the full recipe, you can go to our website. If you want to see more episodes, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or like us on Facebook. Can't wait to see you next time on Cookin' Gone Wild, Field to Table.
I am strong like bull. Don't put that in there.